Can't believe it took me this long to start an art channel because I'm so excited by it. I'm so excited that I'm allowing myself some time every day to make art and share it with the public at large. It's a great, amazing thing that anybody can do these days. Anybody, if you have a phone and internet connection. Anyhow, so today's episode is I'm going to make a painting from yesterday. I made a painting with a Michael Jackson album cover on it, and then I used excess paint and I put it all over this piece of paper. So I kind of want to show people that, like, you don't need to start with a blank piece of paper to make a piece of art. And I also want to demonstrate that you don't need like fancy art supplies, fancy expensive art supplies to make art either. You can make art with kids' watercolors if you want. Like, these are my son's watercolors that somebody gave him as a present. I don't know how much they cost, but doubtful that they cost more than like Winsor Newton watercolors or something. This is the name of the piece. This is what's inspiring me, these words, the search for the vanished present. Because I started this yesterday when I unloaded a brush full of paint, extra paint. I didn't want to waste the paint. So I put it here. That was yesterday, but it was the present when I did it. So it's vanished, but I'm searching for it. It's still here, right? So I don't know, it's so mysterious. And those words were in a Milan Kundera book that I just opened up randomly, and look, my eyes went to that sentence and I was like, that's it. The search for the vanished present. Like, how can people think of cool words like that to say them in that order? Like, it's great, right? It's very, the search for the vanished present. Thought it'd be fun to make some sort of stencil that might make a pattern. So I'm taking this piece of paper where I had my notes for this episode written, and I'm going to cut that's like scalloped. Not exactly sure what's happening here. Oof, things are getting really messy. But I'm letting myself learn things, you know? Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. So if that's like that, and this is like this, what a mess. I just got this impulse, like at some point I need to decide what part of the paper I'm gonna leave white for myself, because I really like doing that. Now I've learned something finally. It took me this long to learn something. I don't know if it's working yet or not, but it's, at least it's something. It was something. I lost it. I'm on the right track with the bow tie, but I think it needs to be narrower. Oops, I think, nope, that's not quite right. Let's see, let's try. Circles are ubiquitous in the world, you know that? Like caps, so many caps on, it's like caps on so many things. Ooh, this is, see, this is the area. I'll show you with my pen. This is the, we're gonna being more like this, I think. Oh, I'm always cutting out of the frame. That's no good. All right, so that's our shape. It's like a bow tie. Let's see what we want to, let's see how we can increase upon this pattern. I'm making decisions that are showing me new things. That no worky. Let's try again. Sharpie. Sharpie time. Sharpie time. Over. This should be under. This marker doesn't like drawing on wet paper. Then this is under. Then this has to go over. This is looking kind of cool to me. I'm so intrigued by it now. I feel pretty compelled to like keep going. What am I going to keep white? I need some touches to be white, but maybe I can just start somewhere figuring something out. And how about we'll go here? Red. It's almost like you have to ignore some of the noise in the painting and just go over the noise with what you want to see have happen. Like, I want to see this pattern, this weave pattern thing that I've got going on. So I've got to like distract myself from the noise. Pew. Oh boy, this is really, really cool, in my humble opinion. I could leave this white right there. La 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 la. Ah, no, get the red out of there. No, red, you don't belong in there. Get out of there. No, 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 no. No red goes in there. Okay. But blue, you can go in there. I'm glad I made my bow tie smaller, because if I was going for this effect with the bigger one, it wouldn't have been as developed. You know, like, I can see more of this pattern since I made it smaller. It just doesn't make perfect sense. But I like it. Okay, people have to make like one kind of art all their lives. No, they don't. You can make whatever you want, whenever you want, if you don't have other responsibilities that you have to tend to. So try to figure out how to carve out some time for yourself, you know, to do what you feel like doing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. you do make a mistake, you can always cover it up, which is the amazing thing about acrylic. Another brush that I love, Zero Utrecht. All right, I don't want it to get too cleaned up. So it's gonna lose its like magic charm that it's got right now. Right, folks, I'm gonna be approaching the finish line soon, but I want to fine tune this puppy just a little bit more, because part of my brain that loves painting so much has instructions for me. It looks at the painting and it says, Melody, don't stop there. Do this. So, what have we learned? One, you don't need a blank piece of paper to make art, and you don't need expensive art supplies to make art. You do need to be able to set time aside for yourself, though. So, try to do that. I know it's hard, especially when a lot of times you have to have a job to make money so that you can carve out some time